resounding no! Texas will not be put to bed tonight. I specifically put those last two songs back to back. It was actually the first thing I knew I was going to do in the show, is I knew those two songs had to be back to back because they're kind of the complete opposite. And I really wanted to, in the previous song, overwhelm you. I wanted to show you so many things, you wouldn't quite know where to look, and it'd be red all of a sudden, and what's happening? And then I wanted to just really calm you down, take you the far opposite end of the spectrum. And I think we live in quite an overstimulating world. We get so much information through our ears and our eyes and our bodies every single day, and it really is no wonder that almost all of us struggle with anxiety because of the world we live in. And I think it is so important to combat it with moments of still, finding them, almost making yourself have them because they don't happen automatically. And, something that changed my life a few years ago was breath work. And I was going through a period of time where anxiety was starting to control everything in my life. It was really affecting me as a performer. It was affecting my personal life. It was just starting to actually change and make me feel like I wasn't even myself anymore as I slowly became controlled by this, what was becoming a debilitating situation. And nothing was really working. And a friend came and she gifted me a breathwork session. And I only did it because it was a gift and I didn't want to hurt her feelings. But I tell you, I slept for the first time that night, all the way through the night. I didn't wake up. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's something to this. And so for the last few years, I've been doing breathwork. And it has changed it's changed my mental health. It's allowed me to experience life again in a very present state. It's allowed me to walk on the stage, being able to calm my nervous system chemically. And so I just wanted to share with you some very simple breaths that if you're ever feeling anxious or overwhelmed or nervous, these are breaths you can do to literally chemically reset yourself and calm you down. So the first breath is very simple. You breathe in your nose and out your mouth. You're just trying to breathe deeply to your stomach, but it's just a deep, slow inhale. Again, that's in the nose, out the mouth. In, out. So simple. Second breath. This is actually my favorite breath to do, especially if I'm just all of a sudden find myself being a little anxious. I can quickly just calm myself down by doing 3 sips in and then 1 breath out. So it's in, out. Again, it's in the nose, exhale in the mouth. All right, so through this next song, I am actually going to invite you to close your eyes. I won't be doing anything up here. You won't miss a single high kick, I promise. No spinning, nothing. I'm just going to be playing. And you'll hear a voice in the track, my voice, and it's going to guide you through the breath work. Sometimes the voice will stop, but I encourage you to just keep doing the pattern of breathing to the rhythm of the song. And it's going to switch between those two halfway through the song. And then at the end, you'll be invited to just keep your eyes closed and visualize. You can meditate, you can focus on gratitude, you can, whatever you want. Just have this calming, let your mind go wherever it wants to go. And so I really do encourage you to close your eyes because let me just tell you, every night so far on tour, I've made really awkward eye contact with somebody mid-song. And you better believe, they're like, oh! I promise, they were close the whole time. Yeah, I see y'all. So anyways, this one's for you guys. Relax, enjoy. Breathe, yeah. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You can visualize your dreams. You can focus on gratitude. You can just focus on feeling your heart.